Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I'm trying a little harder to bring more content to you guys. You know, something that would be interesting for you guys to watch and not be a waste of your time. Today, I want to talk about someone that probably like older guys, like in my around my age, might not know about. But these individuals are pretty popular, so I may be wrong. Okay, this is about a rapper. His name's Swifty Blue. Okay, this guy has been on social media quite a bit. He did some pretty good diss tracks, and his name's become very well known. He's from a neighborhood in the South, so yes, he is a gang member allegedly. And that being the case, there are certain rules and protocols that we're obligated to follow. Everybody. Not all of them are the same, but we all have them. Okay. Swifty Blue's been in a lot of battle with different. Has been having a lot of problems with different podcasters. They go back and forth with different rappers, which is very common. You know, they talk about each other and throw pedos at one another. But the situation that Swifty Blues has found himself in this time may be a little bit more detrimental to his career. A while back, I remember seeing social media got a hold of a picture. Okay, Swifty Blue had took a picture with these two cops, with these two police officers that were off duty. Well, these two officers are the same officers that made an arrest on somebody that he knows. But his explanation was that he took that picture at a family event, and I guess somehow, some way, they were related, okay, to the family. And he said he took the picture and he bounced. It's just like, hey man, can I take a picture with you type deal. Nevertheless, they pinned his ass. They pinned Swifty Blue's ass to the wall for a little while for that. And now he's caught up somehow with the indictment of 19 individuals that have been taken off the street. Their freedom has been taken away from them, and now they're incarcerated. Why? I'm not sure. They were allegedly missing with old boy, and somehow the law caught wind. Now, that could have only came from very few places, either from him or from the 19 individuals that were involved, one of those guys. So right now, the finger's kind of pointing towards Swifty. I don't think these guys are going to go and mess with law enforcement, number one. Number two, even if they did, they're not going to say nothing that's going to get them indicted. I'm sure those 19 individuals, I seen a picture of a couple of them. I heard a couple of their names, and they're well seasoned. They know what to do. They know how to talk. They know when not to talk. I don't know what their problem is with this guy. I don't think it has anything to do with the picture that he took. But whatever the problem is, law enforcement found out about it, which put Swifty Blue in hot water. Aside from that, the last time that Swifty Blue was in the county, he allegedly got opened up, okay, and moved to another floor. And before anything else could take place, he went home. They released him. The guy has a good chance on going back to jail for some reason. Okay, he was arrested not too long ago for going to a high school looking for some kids. Some kids that hit him up at a gas station. They got crazy with him. They banged on him. They videotaped it. They put it on social media. But also, he went to the school later on in the day and looked for these kids, and they called the cops on him. They busted the guy. Okay, so he's still doing dumb things where he could end himself up in jail. And if he does, I don't think it's going to go good for him unless could clear this up somehow with a quickness. If not, they're going to pin his ass to the wall because it looks bad. You know what I'm saying? I really hate mentioning this, but there was another young rapper that went to prison. He had a short time to do and ended up unalived in one of the showers. Apparently they went to work on him and unalive him. That was money sign Sway. Young kid. He was a good little rapper, had a crazy little style about him. I don't know what his issues were, but apparently he had some. And there's certain issues you can't have when you go to jail. You can't be a SO. You can't have those kind of offenses towards women or children. It's very high up on the list. I mean, anybody, whether they're involved with gangs or not, any individual will most likely take off on someone like that just for the things they do. Another one very high up on the list are snitches. Nobody likes a snitch because a lot of people are in there behind people opening their mouths. And they're despised. And if this guy goes in with that kind of jacket, he's going to be treated bad. I don't know if there's any way he could recover from all this mess, but I doubt it. He hangs around with a group of guys. He comes out on social media with them a lot. If you guys know Swifty Blue and you watch different channels on social media, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention their names, but those guys are also involved enough to the point and have the schooling to know that you just can't kick it with these people with these kind of jackets. This is very serious. 19 guys lost their freedom, were taken off the street and separated from their families and everything they were doing in life and incarcerated. Whether, wrong or right, that's nobody's right to put them in there. Let the law do their job. But apparently, nowadays it's different. I was arrested once by a confidential informant going in and speaking on me. That's it. That's all it took. And they arrested me. They raided my house, a big old thing. So it doesn't take much. It's not like before. Before that wouldn't hold up. They might watch you after a confidential informant tells them something, but that wouldn't be enough for them to get a warrant to search your house and take you in with the suspicion of whatever that confidential informant said, as evidence. So things are different now. I think Swifty Blue's in some very hot water. I think this is going to be detrimental to his career because he's very well known. And then he's from a neighborhood. So his neighborhood has an obligation to deal with this young man accordingly. They need to get to the bottom of things, and they have to deal with this young man. And that's just the way it is. Somebody messes up, they need to be corrected. How serious? I don't know. I don't care. Better him than me, But there's been a lot of that kind of stuff going on social media. Look at Mr. Criminal, another pretty good rapper. He's doing his thing. He went and gave up information enough for law enforcement to go down to another homie's house, raided. They ended up taking dude in, and now he's in there for if not for life, for a very, very long time. But I think he got life. And he's been out. He's been talking on social media. He's been trying to do his thing. But if he ever goes to jail, people in jail feel differently about that kind of stuff, those kind of activities. So people who drop out that debrief, they're in the same boat. Uh, so yeah, I think more than likely Swifty Blue's all bad now. You know what I mean? So I don't know how he's going to go to different cities and perform with everybody knowing what he may have done. You know, the safest thing would be to just keep your distance and let things play out and see what the truth is. And only time will tell that. People could make accusations and assume all kinds of things, but time's gonna bring everything to the forefront. They're already documenting it on the newspaper. It came out on the news, on the newspaper. So it's like, it's kind of stuff's out there for everybody to see. Anyways, this is my video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. And people, man, hang on to your freedom. Don't get involved with things that you don't need to get involved with. Just live your life, man. Be free. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your freedom. Stay out from behind them walls, man, because there is nothing good happening behind them walls. And anybody who's in there would gladly switch places with a lot of us and would rather be sitting here in this chair, listening to music, playing with their dogs, smelling the food coming out of the house with baby in there cooking up some lunch, than to be stuck in a cell. So they wouldn't want nothing more than to get out. So don't kick down doors to places that you may not belong. It's not worth it. It's all bad. Stay free, people. God bless you. God bless your family. I hope to see you on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you for watching.